let's keep talking about the Bucks. You know, they of course beat Chicago 4-1. I believe I was right in my prediction. Remind me, who did you go for? You didn't go for the Bulls, did you?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, we both went for the Bucks.
Sorry, Stoney. I know you're a Bulls fan, but I had to root against them. The Bucks, too much power.
Right. We both agree that the Bucks will have come. Now, I think I called for a sweep, but I was wrong. Did I call for a sweep? I feel like I called for a sweep. I tend to, I don't know. Either way,
You like to pull out that broom.
Hold on. It's just for like team. All right. So I mean, I should have called it for the Celtics and Nets, but I was wrong. That's the one I should have called it for. But
a lot of us were wrong. A lot of us.
Yeah. So, DeMar DeRozan, in my opinion, did not really step up as I would have liked him to in this series. So he had a good game here and there, but to really change the narrative on DeMar DeRozan, I wish he was like that MVP candidate, DeMar DeRozan. You know, that's what I wanted to see. But we didn't see that this game.
As far as like Chicago and DeRozan, I think that he said it himself. In that first game, he shot horribly. You know, horrible percentage from the floor. Then the next game, I think he came back and dropped like 42. So I feel like he showed some flashes of, you know, being able to be that MVP caliber player in the playoffs. But ultimately, even if he were to do, you know, those type of numbers, I don't think it would have made a difference. Because to me, DeRozan had a very great season, and not bad playoffs, but not really enough to be over the top. But the key part about Chicago was that Zach LaVine just, to me, was not a factor in the series enough for them to have a chance. And when you think of Chicago, Lonzo is obviously hurt. Caruso got hurt in the series, I believe, got a concussion. So outside of those four guys, Patrick Williams and Kobe White and these guys don't have enough experience or just depth to be able to beat a team like Milwaukee at the end of the day. But Zach LaVine, I feel like if he were more aggressive as we saw last year, or, you know, parts of this season, they would have had a much better chance compared to riding on, you know, DeRozan. And then LaVine missed it because he missed the last game with health and safety protocols, so he was out. But overall, I knew the Bucks would win. I don't remember how many games I said, but I know I didn't say a sweep.
Yeah, I think you said sweep. Yeah, good analysis. I agree with that. Zach LaVine did not really show up. He wasn't an all-star, Zach LaVine.
And I like Zach LaVine a lot, man. I think that I don't know if I remember like the beginning of the season when it was the pair of those guys getting together, DeRozan and LaVine, how's it going to work? And then they made it work. But it seemed like LaVine, maybe like midway to the end of the season, just sort of diminished a little bit. Or maybe he just, maybe it was due to injuries as well, because he had a couple of times he had to sit out. But you just need Zach LaVine to be just as aggressive. I feel like he was just kind of giving it over to DeRozan and let him do his thing. But they really need both of those guys to be dual threat, to be attacking, because that gives them a better chance at the end of the day.
Yeah, and they need to be healthy. So, because Lonzo Ball was definitely a huge loss.
Yeah.
No, that's a playmaker and a defender that they could use, and especially when you said Caruso was out again. So they need to be healthy. And if you're the Bulls, I think you can be encouraged for the most part. Your team made the playoffs. Chicago really made some noise this season, which is great for all NBA fans, because this is an historic franchise and a keystone franchise for the NBA.
Right.
So it's always great seeing them do well. And I think you say this is a good season overall. I don't think it was a flop. You're going against the Bucks, who are the reigning champions right now. And at least you got a game. So you already did better than the Nets. So you can shout out for that. Like, you did better than the Nets this season. So good job. But for real, Chicago's going to do well. If they get healthy, I'm sure they can continue to progress.
Oh, yeah. And we'll have to see what happens, but they'll be back. I think they'll be back in the playoffs again next year, too.
Yeah, for sure. And shout out to the Bucks for winning despite, because we all thought with the injury to Chris Middleton that it will expose something, but they got scoring from multiple people. They really did. Then Grayson Allen stepped up huge in one of those games as well. So, yeah, shout out to
the playoffs.
Yeah. Shout out to the Bucks. They're doing Bucks things. But yeah, if you're the Bulls, you're a Bulls fan, don't be discouraged. You're good.